Right here. There's a memo area. You and your memos on your checks, right?
Yes.
So, Kathy, you should meet with more CPAs and estate planning attorneys and teach them how to give you referrals. Did I give you some marketing advice?
Yes.
Okay, or networking advice. So
Yes.
now you can write me a check for $3,000, and in the memo line you write down marketing consulting fee. Okay, I'm saying no more. Take that information for what you want. Now this is recording, so I can send you a copy of this.
Okay, perfect.
That's called a marketing consulting fee. Don't announce it to the world, between you and that person. Now, having said that, CPAs under no circumstance can, okay? So don't offer a referral fee, but I'm going to teach you what you can offer them, and then I'm going to teach you what to say to get the referral in the first place. I don't ask trick questions.
Okay.
So, have you ever in your entire life met a banker?
Yes.
Have you ever met a CPA?
Yes.
Have you ever met a business coach?
Yes.
Now, when I say banker, I mean business. Let's go with business banker. Let's go with business attorney. Let's go with real estate attorney, estate planning attorney, CPA, financial planner. Cool?
Yes.
In your house, in your office, if you have an office somewhere else, in your desk, in a valise, anywhere, do you have loose cards just laying around?
A lot of them, yes.
Yeah, who doesn't, right?
Right.
So I'm going to say this as a gut punch to get, oh, crap, he's right. Do you think in that stack, it's possible there's a banker? Do you think it's possible some of those industries I named are in there?
Yes,
Do you
absolutely.
think the CPA you're going to have coffee with might be interested in meeting the banker, and maybe they could build a relationship together?
Yeah, probably.
I promise you
I'd
they are.
imagine. Yeah.
So you have three options, and I'm going to take one off the table. Here's your three options. Money, introduce professionals to professionals, or introduce your clients to them. Now I'm going to tell you, everyone I talk to, me included, I have less clients than I do power partners. I know many more bankers, CPAs, financial planners, estate planners than I know clients. Because those
Right.
550-ish parcels we've sold is about 165 people. I know a hell of a lot more financial planners than I do with my 165 clients. Now, once those people have bought from me, will they buy again? The average investor with us buys 3.5 properties. But when you go to meet with a CPA and you currently don't have any buyers or sellers, you have nothing to offer them as far as current clients. So people go, we're gonna have any clients? How they go? Where they're gonna meet them? Money, if you can, or you can entice a CPA to meet with you by introducing him maybe to a banker. Now, in the beginning, when you haven't any coffee meetings, it'll be a little slow. But if you had 2 or 3 coffee meetings a week in a year, you've had 200 coffee. It's only a year.
Right.
I'm not saying stop your Facebook stuff. I'm saying add this, and there's going to come a time where all your Facebook stuff, which is, you got to keep it going, or you meet with these professionals and you just keep them happy and you refer each other. You just sit at your computer and set a couple. Trust me, it's easier.
Right.
In the short term, it's not, but in the long term, I work 15 hours a week. I made $677,000 last year. There's no way to water that down. There's no way. I sit at home, smoke cigars, and hang out. I have that lady sent me 40. Is it 54? It's 48 or 54 deals. I don't remember the exact number. Between 40 and 55 deals in 18 months. One lady. I got to keep one lady happy. That's hundreds and hundreds of thousands of one person. So while you're on Facebook, I just got to take her to dinner once in a while and have potlucks over the house. All my investors come over, and it's fun. Sitting on the internet and doing all that stuff, that ain't fun. And dealing with people, I don't know who you are. You get stood up. They don't know, you know, when she's in the Hispanic market, she looks at people's finances and she goes, do you see that old 401k with 50,000 in it? When we're done, you're going to call Marcella, which is my wife. You're going to call Marcella. You're going to take that 50,000, you're going to roll it to a self-directed IRA, and you're going to buy land with it, whatever you say. if that's what you want me to do, then that's what I'm going to do. So let me show you real quick. I'm looking at my phone, bear with me. I don't know if you know, we're friends on Facebook, but that's me and my wife.
Aw,
So she's the one
she's so
with the brain.
pretty.
She's the one with the brains and the real estate license. I'm just really good at networking. So have you heard the term rainmaker? I bring it in and I pass it off. I don't have a real estate license. I don't want to know anything about it. But one thing I know how to do is personally bring in 400 or 500 real estate deals with what I'm showing you. So how you get somebody to send you a Rick, I don't have any business. Money or introductions to other power partners. Now I'm going to teach you the wording. Is that cool? You good so far?
Yeah, I'm fine so far.
So you're going to lose me, and I'm going to go back to that presentation. Bear with me here. Okay, you see that check again?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I got to scroll through here a little bit. That thing with network marketers, there's a thing called the puke factor. If somebody gets within 6 feet of you, puke your deal on them. Hey, do you need to make more money? Hey, do you need to lose weight? No. I've been approached so much, I'm creating a presentation on how not to do that. So let me get to the wording. This one topic, 3,000 hours is conservative. How many hours I spent on this? I've trained, yeah, way over 20,000 people. Like I'd say 2,000 or 3,000 at least 2,000 or 3,000 real estate agents.
2 or 3 agents?
2,000 or 3,000 real estate agents at least.
Really?
Not even counting mortgage and financial planners and insurance agents. That's my specialty. So, okay, do you see the words on the screen, the reticular activating system?
Yes.
Have you ever heard of that before?
No.
Okay. I can see what you see on my screen, so I wait for it to show up. So, okay, that's in your brain stem. It's called the reticular activating system, okay? Now, do you see where it says AM/FM satellite?
Yes.
AM/FM radio? Okay, I'm gonna go back on camera to explain this, okay? So here I come. Okay. Grabbing my same pencil. I have a radio up there, but it's too big. It's one of those big old school CD players. Yeah. So the reticular activating system, I want you to imagine it's in your brainstem. It's an AM/FM radio. You and I are both old enough to know what an AM/FM radio is.
Yes.
Now, do you like country music?
Yes, I do.
I don't want to offend you. I don't. But
that's funny. You don't, I no offense. I like all music.
Okay. So this is my phone, and this is the antenna. Just pretend this is an AM/FM radio, and this is the antenna. Okay. This is in your brainstem. Okay. Here's the antenna. If I tune the radio to country music, which means this is set at a certain frequency to attract the country music in the antenna, and it comes out to speakers, right?
Right.
Not asking you any trick questions here. There's a reason I'm telling you this, though. If I want rock and roll, I just turn the knob, and then rock and roll goes in here, and it comes out to speakers.
Right.
So would you please agree with me so we can get through this example that I'm actually holding country music in my hand?
I'll agree with you. Yes.
Okay. If this can tune into it and pull it in and it comes out to speakers, then that means country music's in the air. But you have to tune to it to get it to come into the antenna.
So you're talking about
I'm talking about the law of
when you
attraction.
say programming, you're talking about the receptors of them knowing automatically when they hear real estate. Kathy Burke's in mind.
Yeah, but I want to dumb this down first before I get to the wording.
Okay.
I'm only talking about the reticular activating system in the brainstem, comparing it to the antenna of the radio, the law of attraction. So when you tune this to country music, it comes in and comes out to speakers. So I want you to understand that country music, rock and roll music, whatever you want, it's in my hand, but I have to tune the receiver to it. to make it become a reality. In your
Right.
brainstem is the reticular activating system, and you have two things you can do. One thing I could do is, hey, Kathy, I'm a real estate agent, and a good client for me is anybody. Everybody needs a home. This is what 99% of all real estate agents say. Good client for, I don't want to narrow it down, anybody. So if I take back to the radio and I take the knob on the radio and I spin it like this, I never stop spinning it. Will you get a radio station? No, and you won't get any.
Well, eventually, if you stop.
If you never stop, you'll never tune into anything.
Right.
So if I look at this and I go and I turn the knob and I say any radio station, it'll never give you a radio station. So if you say to someone, a good client for me is anybody, you will get crap referrals or no referrals because you're shutting their mind off. Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. So now we're going to go back to the reticular activating system. I'm waiting for, I can see it on your screen.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see two or do you see one?
I see two.
Yep, that's a mistake. Hold on.
I see two different slides. I see the next one.
Yep.
But I also see you.
Yep, you do now. I'm putting it back on the proper presentation. I put it on the wrong one.
No,
Now,
I actually see you when you're doing it.
Do you see the reticular activating system now again in the AM FM radio?
Yes, but you need to scroll. I don't see the bottom of the screen.
That's okay. Do you see the reticular activating system? That's it.
Okay.
But you don't see me anymore, correct?
No, I just see you.
Oh, wow. Okay. My screen is just this. All right.
Oh, so you don't see me?
No, I cannot see you right now.
So I see myself and I see you at the top of my screen in little boxes, and then I see the screen about a quarter, 3/4 of the way down is the slide.
Okay. I have mine set up where my entire screen is this presentation. Okay. Now we're going to move on to the next slide. So I don't know like how crowded, because like in the Midwest, it's more spread out than it is here, and I got houses on top of me. But I'm going to try this with you. And the call I did this morning was a lady in Hollywood who sees like, 10 million cars a day. Before the coronavirus, if you were just driving around all day doing your thing, how many gray BMWs do you think you would see? You're not trying to look, just how many did you see 2 weeks ago just driving around, do you think?
I'd say probably about 15, 20, just because I was in West County.
Awesome. Now
I was in Wildwood, which is a very prestige area.
Awesome. Perfect. That's about the number she gave. Now let me ask you this. The next time this clears up and you drive around, if I said, hey, Kathy, all day long, all I want you to do is look for gray BMWs, how many do you think you'd see then? Same area.
Oh gosh. If I actually was looking for them?
Yes.
Probably quite a few.
Give me a number.
Oh, probably hundreds or so.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I just programmed your reticular activating system. Do you see the difference?
Yeah, I get it now.
Okay, so when you go to somebody, go, hey, good client for me is anybody. I'm going to go back to screen now because that's the only way I could see you. Hey, anybody's good for me, your first answer.
Right.
If you teach people and you program their reticular activating system, second number, and I always tell people, which would you like to have? Now, some people say, I probably would see 2 gray BMWs, but if I was really looking, I'd see 400. So I say, when you're vague, first number. When you're laser specific, second number, you choose. Okay?
Yeah.
Here we go. I'm going to go back. And I'm going to show you how to do it. One more thing, and I'm going to show you how to do it. That's an acorn. I plant it in the ground, and I give it water, soil, and the sun. What grows?
A tree.
What kind?
Acorn tree.
Oak tree.
Oak tree. Sorry.
No problem.
Oak tree.
How come not a lemon tree?
Because it wasn't planted. The seed wasn't planted as a lemon.
What's inside that seed you're looking at?
It's a nut.
Yep. It's called potential energy, and it's vibrating at a resonance that when you plant it in the ground, what's in the water, what's in the soil, and what's coming from the sun that creates an oak tree is attracted to it. If it creates a lemon tree or a pine tree or whatever a Christmas tree is or a rose bush, it's repelled. Okay, so what's in the dirt, in the water, and comes from the sun that makes an oak tree, the oak tree is resonating just like the antenna in the radio, and is attracted into the antenna, which happens to be a nut with potential energy in it. So I can assure you that that tree is not inside that nut. Would you agree?
I would.
When you cut the nut open, there isn't a mini tree. It's just a glob of energy waiting for the things in the water, the soil, and the sun to be attracted to it, flies into the nut, and then that grows. Okay?
Right.
So that nut, not exactly the same as the antenna in a radio, that nut is the reticular activating system in your brainstem. Okay? The amount of years that it took me to figure this out and to be able to teach it, you can't believe. But this is the only way I can get the point across, that your quote unquote elevator speech has got to be laser point specific, or you're going to get the first number when I ask you about the BMW and I want you to get the second number. You cannot get the second number by saying anybody who wants a house. That's not going to get it done. You see where we're going?
I do see where you're going.
Okay. All right. I'm looking at my, do you see? Yeah, okay. I see where it's cut off. Okay. Rick, what's the point of this? Why are you telling me this? So now I'm going to get into the types of things that you need to say. I'm going to come off of this now. I wanted you to get that point. I'm going back to camera. What you need to say to get a CPA to think of you every time they hear certain things, okay? The only way to fire the reticular activating system is it has to be word for word quotes.
Okay.
So, and I can send you a video training on this. So, are you taking notes?
You said you were recording, so I stopped.
Write this down, just in case the recording doesn't go through or anything. Write this part down.
Got it.
To build your network, step 1, list power partners. So just write down list power partners. I'll give you a few now so it'll get your mind going, okay? Mortgage. Tell me when to say the next one.
Go ahead.
Financial planner.
Okay.
CPA.
Okay.
Banker.
Okay.
Estate planning attorney.
Estate planning attorney.
Estate planning attorney, they do estate plans, wills, and trusts.
Okay.
Real estate attorney. Now, try to make that list at least 50 long. I'm going to give you another list. My wife has 163, so I'm not asking you for the impossible. On the other side, I want you to, it's behind you, and I'm going to use your kitchen. Write this down. Blinds, okay. Shades, and shutters. Cabinets. If you need to talk to somebody, feel free.
No, my son was just singing while I was walking through. You're fine, babe. I'll say, what? Okay, babe. Blinds, shades, shutters, and what was the last 3?
Cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
Plumber. Painter, electrician, handyman. Painter, electrician, handyman. That's a very short list. What I do is I picture the house, I start at the top and I go to the bottom. You don't have to do this now, but at the top is a chimney, then a roof, and then maybe solar panels, and then the gutters, gutter cleaning, painter, right. Go outside. Your yard is probably massive because I got houses on top of me. I have
5 acres.
Oh my God. My gardener could do my backyard's just probably the size of your living room.
Oh, geez.
So the gardener takes like 20 minutes, right? So, but gardener, oh my God, 5 acres. Well, if you and your husband don't want to do that and it goes crazy, you need to have somebody come and mow it. And just imagine the amount of services someone needs on a house. How big is your house?
It's about 1,700 square feet.
Okay, mine's bigger than yours, but mine costs. But I'm 2,600 feet on a 10,000 lot, maybe 1.2 million.
Not even close.
My parents-in-law have a 5,500 square foot house in Taos, New Mexico on 100 acres. It's worth about 1.2. And that's a gang of land. That's 100. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's crazy here.
It's
But you
pretty.
can look at the house and think of everything that house needs from top to bottom. Don't do it now. From the chimney to the soil on the ground, every single thing needs a professional to work on it. And then you think about yourself or your clients. Who knows about the money, financial planner, but they have to move, right? They need a mover. They might need an internet guy. But when you move into the house, do they not need a hairstylist, chiropractor, massage therapist, makeup, nails, that prestigious area? Those women aren't doing their own freaking nails. They're getting that. Yeah. Well, if you moved them into that town, you should be introducing them to those types of people.
Right.
Here's what happens. You move somebody into town, you refer them to a nail salon and a hairdresser, and you teach them what to say, and they say, guess who told me to come here to get my hair cut? And that hairdresser hopefully has your cards in their drawer also, like you do.
Right on hand.
And when they have a client that says, I'm getting divorced, my husband's cheating on me, when they open up the drawer and they pull your card out. Now, let me assure you, this is not magic. It happens to me every day. So I'm not teaching you something that is impossible. Now, I'm going to show you this. Can you see that? So I'm going to show you the front first. That's my land banker card. I can call myself a wealth consultant, not a financial planner.
Okay.
And on the back are a bunch of quotes. Okay, I'm going to let the camera pick it up, and then you can pause the video. I'm going to read these to you. These are the types of things I teach people to listen for. Remember all those checks that I showed you?
Mm-hmm.
All of them. If I didn't say this, let me tell you now, all of them were from one investor who inherited all that money. That was what, 400,000, 500,000, 600,000? One person. Because they saw this during the presentation on the back of the card. Let me bring it in. And there's one right there, right there. Let me turn this right there. It says, I need to do a 1031 exchange. Can you read that?
Yep.
That's what I was telling you about like kinds. They inherited millions and millions and millions of dollars worth of land. They sold it and bought more land with it. But you can sell houses and buy buildings. You can sell buildings and buy houses. You can sell houses and buildings and buy land. You can sell land and buy houses. It's all commercial. It's all considered to be commercial. So I'm going to read these to you, and I'm going to program your mind for my land investing business. And I'm going to give you some quotes to program other people's mind for your business, okay?
All right.
So, Kathy, a good referral for me is if you hear a friend, a family member, a client say any of the following. I want to diversify my portfolio. The only way my 401k goes up is when I put money into it. My 401k is a 201k. I'm sick of tenants, toilets, termites, and trouble. That's the 4 T's. There are a lot of landlords who maybe they own 10 houses. I don't want any more houses, but they can diversify into land. They can take that money, buy land if they don't want to buy any more houses. So when I work with real estate agents, I'll have a client who just doesn't want it, but they have a boatload of money. They refer them to us. We pay a 2% referral fee. So I'm also teaching you how I can pay you a boatload of money, marketing consulting fees. The stock market's too volatile. I need to do a 1031 exchange. I cannot put enough money away to retire comfortably. I don't know how I'm going to retire at 65. Now, does any of that resonate with you personally?
Oh, yeah.
So do you think it'll resonate with almost every person you meet one of these?
Right.
Now, I'm going to help you. I want you to come up with the ones for you. That's for my land investing business. You're not a land investor, but I wanted to show you that That's the back of my business card. Has made me at least. No problem. What kind of dog is that?
Just so sorry, my grandbabies showed up a little early.
No problem.
And my dog went nuts.
We'll do this. We'll be done. Okay, so I want to show you what to say. This is a very small. Everything we've done in the last hour, we're at a 90,000 foot level. There's systems for every piece of this because you got to get the coffee meeting with the person. How you going to get them to meet with you? All that stuff. So I'm going to help you come up with these, but I want them to be your words, not mine. Okay. So let's start with what would you like? What type of client, whether buyer or seller, it doesn't matter. What type of client would you like more of?
When you say more of, like, are you talking about personality wise, or are you talking?
Fine. You tell me. Buyer, seller, $50,000, $1 million, condos, castles, anything in between. See my hand? See, this is a men would say that's the perfect woman's body.
Right.
I want you to paint a
Serious
word of what you're looking for. Tell me what I'm going to type it out. Tell me what.
Honestly, I would say serious, first of all.
What's that?
Serious ones.
Awesome.
Ones
Serious.
that don't waste my time.
Let me put this down. Has money. Serious. Don't waste time. Perfect. What else?
That are genuine. They're
That are
not
what?
genuine, that they're genuine people.
Got it.
Honestly, to be honest with you, I don't right now, like you said before in the beginning, I need clients. I need people to build this business.
Fine.
So I don't want to say anybody because I don't like working with just anybody either.
Well, and you can't because it doesn't follow the reticular activating system, right?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So the goal of a networker, write this down. I'm going to have you write down 2 words. Write down the word anyone, and then write down the word anybody. And then take your pencil and go like this and put a line through both words. And then after that, write remove from my vocabulary.
All right.
That's if you now I've done elevator speech trainings where I'm telling you what not to say. Don't say anyone. And then when I do my elevator speech, I say anyone and anybody because I program my mind with the wrong crap to say. So I think some people, you said anybody. Yeah, because I told you what not to do. If I was
not to say, right?
Yeah, what not to say screwed me up. Okay, so I'm gonna give you the beginning part of your elevator speech. Whether you want to type this or write it. If you want to write it, you tell me what speed because I don't want to go too fast.
No, you're fine.
A perfect client for me is
okay.
when, not if, when you hear a friend, family member, or client say any of the following, colon.
The following, okay.
So a perfect referral for me or a perfect client for me is when you hear a friend, family member, client say any of the following.
Okay.
Now, this is how, when you start having coffee meetings, there's a lot that you just got to walk up to a CPA and go, hey, perfect client. There's a whole strategy around it. You had an hour, we're already over an hour. It'd take me 10 hours to teach you everything.
Right.
If I'm sitting with a CPA, this is how I would word it, okay? So that sentence is a vague general sentence. and this is still recording, so let's pray because I don't want you to rewrite this. We'll be here all day. Hey, Mr. CPA, perfect client for me is when you hear one of your clients sitting at your desk. So I'm painting this mental picture. When you're at your desk, reticular activating system. When someone's sitting at your desk, reticular activating system, they have money. He knows he's a CPA. They're serious. They're really interested in moving. So you're telling them, this is what I want. People go, I get shit leads all the time because your elevator speed sucks. That's why. You're not telling them the right thing. So
Right.
a perfect referral for me is when your client's sitting at your desk who has money, who you think is a great guy, you'd have him over your home for dinner. If you don't want him over your home for dinner, I don't want to meet him. So you've weeded out a lot of people. Kathy wants the perfect client. I'm teaching you how to get it, but you have to say this. You go, anybody, then forget this whole hour we spent. That you hear say. So you're at your desk, you have a client sitting there who you like, you'd have them over your home for dinner. I keep looking, I'm looking at your face, but actually I should be looking, now I'm looking at you, but down here is where you really are.
Gotcha.
They have money, you like them, you'd have them over your home for dinner, and they have said, now we're gonna work on the quotes. So get ready to write because this is gonna be more you than me.
Okay.
So what do you want to hear? What do you want that CPA to hear?
I want that CPA to hear.
Let me set this up with, it has to start with I. Write down I and then go below it, write down my and go below it and write down we. I, my, or we. It's I, my, my, or we. It has got to start with an I, my, or we. So I'm sitting in front of my CPA. What do you want me to say to him that's going to make me think of you? You want me to give you a few, or do you want to start it?
We are looking to buy a home and we are able and ready to go. Yes? No? Yes.
Give me another one. A husband and wife are sitting in front of their CPA. What are they going to say that's going to make me think of you?
That I am ready and able to buy a home, and I'm looking for a good realtor.
Okay, so the first one is we're interested in buying a home. Done. Don't make it too long. Second one. What'd you say? The second one was we're interested. What was the second one?
Ready and able to buy a home.
That's pretty much the same. Let's grow a little bit. We're currently renting. We have money. We have money in the bank. We're thinking maybe it's time to buy. So now we have two.
There you go. Yeah.
I'm sitting there alone. We got to look at my finances because my wife and I are getting divorced.
3.
We live in this town. My wife just got a job offer in, I don't know what's the next state over from where you live.
Illinois.
My wife got a job offer in Illinois, and we got to get all our stuff together. We're going to move. Right?
Right.
So I want you to come up with word for word as many quotes as you can. Now, remember my card?
Yes.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have about 30 in a spreadsheet.
You have 30?
These are the ones that had made us the most money. These are the ones that made me a couple $1 million. That's why they're on the card. I'm going to blast this out, and then we're going to pray the recording, and I'm pretty sure the recording, if not, I'll call you again, or I'll record this part and I'll send it to you. Okay, you're going to get this, so don't worry about writing it. It's too much. I'm going to bomb you now, okay, to get your mind going. Now, I know you got your grandkids and stuff, but when you have a moment, go back to this, okay?
Okay.
Kathy, I'm a real estate agent. I know you're a CPA, and I'm going to try to introduce you to bankers and estate planning attorneys. I want to introduce you to power partners to help you build your CPA business. I want to tell you what I'm looking for, if you don't mind. When a client is sitting at your desk and they say things like, we're renting, we think it's time to buy. I got money sitting in the bank, I don't know what to do with it. Hey, my last kid is gone. We're going to downsize because we're empty nesters. We got them out of the house. Baby number 3 is on the way. It's time to buy a bigger home. My mom is not doing well. We have to sell her home and put her in a retirement home.
Yeah.
My husband, wife just got a new job. We have to move. You understand where we're going with the reticular activator there?
I do.
It's not, hey, I sell real estate. Anybody who needs a home,
They come to
because
me.
it
Yeah.
doesn't fire the antenna on the radio station.
Gotcha.
I'm done for today. Did you enjoy it?
I did. I really did.
Good.
Well, I knew I would. I've been watching, like I said, I've been following you on Facebook off and on. Even with your nutrition stuff, I've watched some of the things that you do.
Very little on that. Just because I cure diabetes and people keep asking me questions about it. Okay, I'm going to end now, and I'm going to pray that this rips to my computer, and then I'll put it on YouTube with a private link, and I'll send you the link.
Perfect. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Have a good day.
Thanks, Rick. Bye.
Bye-bye.